a lot of Indian people who are trying to learn this language, they want to talk to foreigners. So what kind of websites do you use, or do you know any applications?
Yes, sir. I got to know about this app called
Hello
called.
everyone, and welcome to another episode of English with Strangers. My name is Roshan, and I host this virtual podcast where I interact with people who are trying to learn this language. So if you want to have a conversation like this, just reach out to me on my number and we can talk. Now let's get to know our today's guest and start our discussion.
First of all, thank you so much, sir, for giving me this opportunity to have this conversation with you. And sir, my name is Pooja Thakur, and I'm from beautiful state known as Himachal Pradesh, specifically from Mandi district. And if I talk about my education, I have done my graduation, and currently I'm pursuing my post graduation. And moreover, over about my hobbies, sir, I love reading books, spending time in nature, and having conversations with like-minded people. And these days, I've also indulged myself into learning this language and improving my communication skills. And in fact, sir, I've also created my YouTube channel regarding learning this language. So yes, sir, this was my brief introduction.
Nice to meet you, Pooja. You are from Himachal Pradesh, right?
Yes, sir.
So tell us about your state.
Yes,
I think a lot of people like to go there during summer to have a nice time.
yes, sir.
Hmm.
Yes, sir. It is, I think, a
You can
favorite
call me by
tourism
my name.
place.
You don't have to repeat sir all the time. Just call me Roshan.
Uh, I will try, sir, because I'm used to saying sir. Okay. So talking about my state, it's a beautiful state known for its mountain and its beauty and for its nature, and lot of tourists prefer to visit my state, and it is rich in culture. And yes, sir, in diversity, I would say my state has lot of cultural diversity as well. And yes, and I think most people like to visit my state during summer, during winter season when snowfall happens, and it's just, snow. The whole land is covered with snow, and I think because recently I've started talking to a lot of people like across India, and also like across and all around the world as well, on different platforms. So they find it something amazing. I was talking to a foreigner. I mean, she was from India. She was from Indonesia, and I told her about my state, that this is one of the state of India, and she was quite surprised that is it really in India? And she was amazed after knowing about my state. Yes, sir. And
Mm-hmm.
also, a lot of people from India love to visit my state, I would say.
Yeah.
And a
Hmm.
lot of people love to visit Manali. I think lot of people visit Manali. Is one of the famous, and Shimla is again one of the famous place they visit, and a lot of uh, tracks are also there, and people love to visit them as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
By
sir.
summer, I meant when summer is at our end, we like to go to cold places. So I
Yes, sir.
think that's what I wanted to ask. So have you explored all the famous places that you named? Himachal, in Himachal, like Shimla and Manali, these
Yes, sir.
places.
Yes, sir. During my college days, we had a lot of trips, sir. So I have visited some of them, not more, like all of them. Like I visited Kulu Manali, and Kulu Manali is very close from my place. Right now, I'm living far away from my family. I'm living
Hmm.
in a rental room for study purpose. So the
Mm-hmm.
place where I'm residing right now, Kulu Manali is just 2 hours. It will take from my place to Kulu Manali. So it's too near, I would say. And then yes, Shimla is very close to my native place. I mean, from my town, so it's very easy to go to Shimla as well. Then yes, sir. I've explored these things only. So far in Kangra, I have also visited Kangra. Like it is known for its forts. So I visited Kangra in when I was my first year. So yes, sir. These are some of the districts that I've explored so far in my state.
Nice,
Yes, sir.
nice. I also want to
Although I
visit.
love,
I also
yes,
want
sir.
to visit
Yes, sir.
all this hilly area. I think mostly because what I have seen on the internet, like in the vlogs, what I have read about them. So I think mountains are something a lot of people have started to explore because traveling has become quite easier if we compare last 20 years and right now. I think it has become quite accessible to visit these places. Don't you think so?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And these days, lot of like a lot of people visit. There is one temple called Shikari Devi Temple, which is quite famous in my district, like Mandi district. So, lot of people are visiting. Like it's overcrowded over there, and even roads are so quite narrow, so it's quite difficult to pass their vehicles through them, and because of which lot of accidents also happens because people from plain area don't know how to drive in hilly area and mountains, so due to
Yeah.
which they met a lot of accidents as well. So yes, sir, I think they need to be careful about that because this is the time of like rainy season, and people should stop visiting these mountain areas these days because
Mm-hmm.
even the people from mountain, they cannot drive in this season. It's quite
Yeah.
hard for them, so how can it is quite
Mm-hmm.
dangerous for them.
Yes, yes. The trek is always difficult, and if you are from somewhere else, you have never been to a mountain, then it's again a very difficult task to go on the trek and to drive. I think you are asking for way too much. So, what are you
Yes, sir.
studying? You are staying at a different place. So, are you in college?
Yes, sir, I'm doing my master's, but sir, I'm doing that through distance learning mode. I'm doing my master's in literature, and apart from that, I am preparing for some competitive exams and
Mm-hmm.
also learning this language these days. So, yes, sir. That
Mm-hmm.
is why I'm far away from my home because I love exploring new things. Although all the facilities are available there in my hometown as well, but I told my father that I want to go out, I want to explore things because it's good to know about world. However, if I would stay at my hometown, so I would not get that much exposure. So that is how
100%. Mm-hmm. So,
I think.
yeah, yeah, go
Yes,
ahead.
sir. Yes, I was just saying that if I would have stayed in my hometown, I think I wouldn't have started my English learning journey because this journey started when I came here, and this place is kind of place where a lot of foreigners visit. So one day I met a foreigner, and I started, as I'm a kind of person who love talking to people, so I just
Okay.
approached that girl, and I started talking to her. But that time I couldn't, due to language, I could not talk
Language
to her much,
barrier.
and that,
Yeah.
yes, from there my journey started. I think that was the turning point. I think otherwise I wouldn't have, that incident wouldn't have happened in my life, and my journey wouldn't have started. So yes, I think my journey is the result of getting out of my hometown because there I would have that comfort zone that okay, nobody is speaking in English, so why will I would have stayed in my comfort zone. But yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I got out of my hometown, and yes, I'm getting exposure to different things.
So, do you talk to foreigners now? Now that you are speaking quite fluently, do you approach them? Do you talk to them?
Yes, but these days I'm not going that much out. Most of the time I spend in my library, and but yes, through online platforms I am connecting with a lot of foreigners, like from lot of different places, which used to be my dream once. And today
Okay.
I'm connecting. I get to know like new information all the time. Uh, I also tell them about my state because I think a lot of people have a lot of notions about India. So I clear those notions as well. That no, it's not like that. So I
Yeah.
think it's quite interesting. I get to know about their culture. I get to know about a lot of things which I could not ever know because uh, we cannot find something like, for example, if someone is from a certain place, so if there is something interested, I would not be able to know that thing from that could not be on internet. But if I'm talking to that person, I would get lot information about that thing.
Yeah.
I don't know whether it makes sense or not,
Yeah, yeah,
but
I totally get it. I totally get it. Like, if you are getting to know a certain place from a real person, that experience is completely different from what you find on the internet, right? So
yes,
I totally understand. A lot of Indian people who are trying to learn this language, or a lot of us who are learning this language, they want to talk to foreigners. So, what kind of websites do you use, or do you know any applications, and how are you practicing with these people, foreigners?
Yes, sir. I got to know about this app called Episoding through a YouTuber itself. This is very quite helpful app. Like it's Episoding. You can just search on Play Store and you will get that app. Where you get usually you get only 7 minutes to talk to people, but if you talk more, if you use that app frequently, then you can get more time, like even to 24 minutes you can easily get. But the thing is that you have to be consistent. And
Okay,
yes, sir. And these days I was just watching. I think you know her, Niyati ma'am.
Niyati.
She's also from.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes,
I was
sir.
gonna
She's
ask the
from
same question.
Rajasthan.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, sir. I got to know about that app from her channel
Hmm.
itself. And these
Hmm.
days, she is having conversation with a lot of foreigners over there. That too for like hours. I also wanted to know from her that how she is getting that much of time, because I haven't got that much of time. Although I got 20 minutes,
Hmm.
was
Hmm.
the
Hmm.
last limit that I got. But I would love to know from her that how she is getting that much of time, because I'm
Yeah.
also kind of person who love talking to people from different part of world.
I'll clip this part and send it to her. Then you can message her that I'm looking for some help. She might reach out to you.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
That
So
would be
this
very
episode,
helpful, sir.
it is called episoder, correct?
Yes, sir. Yes,
So
sir. I
is
can
there any?
send you the link.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
I have also watched her videos. I know the name, but I haven't used that application. So that's why I wanted to confirm it for the viewers. So is it free, completely free, or is there any paid version
Yes,
also available?
sir. You don't have to pay even a single penny for that. It is totally free. You just have to devote your time and your
Okay.
energy. Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm. Do you get ads there, like advertisement from? No.
No, sir, not
Mm-hmm.
yet. I haven't got. These days, I'm not quite consistent with that app, but these days I'm approaching like YouTubers and I'm emailing and I'm having conversations with them. So
Hmm.
whenever I'm not having any conversation, so
Hmm.
I will simply go to that app. So it is basically you have to connect with people through video calls. That is also a advantage, I would say, because you will
Yeah.
get out of that fear of having a conversation virtually as well.
Hmm.
And yes, sir, I think I got little confidence from there also to have virtual conversations with YouTubers, because initially I was intimidating to have virtual conversations, but now I'm quite confident, I would say.
Yeah, yeah. It's a quite uh, it's a very unique experience, I would say. Like talking in real life is different, but when you are talking to somebody virtually and you know that it's gonna be uploaded on the internet, so you get extra confidence that yeah, if I can talk to them, then maybe I can keep doing this, and your confidence goes to a different level. I also remember my first conversation with Santa ma'am and other YouTubers. I was quite frightened also. I didn't know how to talk. I didn't know how to react, but after a few conversations, I thought that you know what, maybe I can also create content. So yeah, it's a very unique
Yes, sir.
experience.
Yes, sir. And I also, before starting my journey, I used to watch your videos. I've seen that video that you had with Rashni ma'am, and lot of
Hmm.
your videos. And you used to talk a lot about books, and still, I think you do talk about books. So
Yeah.
I think it is kind of a dream come true thing for me. And yeah, I'm buzzing with positive vibes. I can say that it's a truly amazing feeling for me.
Thank you for saying that, and thanks to you for these kind words. So do you like books? Do you you are pursuing masters
Yes,
in
sir.
English literature, right? So
Yes,
do you
sir.
read those books, or is it just for the sake of degree?
Yes, sir. It is just for the sake of degree. Took this decision after my graduation that I'm going to prepare for competitive exams. But while doing preparation, I thought why not to complete my degree side by side. So that is just for the sake of degree. But after after when I was just preparing for my exams, I found like novels very interesting. I regret that time that why I didn't go for like regular master.
College.
I would have
Mm-hmm.
done that. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I regretted it a lot because I'm finding it fascinating. I'm loving that novels, those poetries, those dramas. I fall in love with that.
Yeah.
But what can
It's
I do
not too
now?
late.
I have.
It's not too late. Your college didn't decide whether you want to read or study those books or not. You can still read them. Yeah, but I
Yes,
get
sir.
it. Like if you're going to regular classes, you can talk more about these books. You will talk with your classmates, and obviously getting to learn from a professor is a quite different thing. I I haven't gone to college, but I can totally relate with what you are trying to say here.
Yes, sir. But apart from that, sir, although I'm still trying to figure it out what genre is best for me, I'm still exploring this world of books. And
Mm-hmm.
I started with self-help books. I think that I started buying books when I was in my 12th grade.
Okay,
I used to love buying books, but that time I wasn't. I used to
reading them.
read the
You were just
summaries.
collecting those books.
Yes, yes, sir. I was
Hmm.
just reading the summary of those books on internet, and I used to just buy those books. And after that, I got into college. I totally forgot about books because I indulged myself into NCC, and I was also simultaneously I was doing computer science. I was doing many things at that time. But
Yeah.
after I got graduated, I realized this thing when I got came to this place because I got exposure to many things. I saw people uh, that competition is so high. So
Mm-hmm.
after that, I started reading books a lot, and all those books that I bought. Although still I haven't finished all of them, but two or three of them I've finished so far. But
Mm-hmm.
I started with the self-help books, then I switched to story books, then I switched to novels. So keep switching, and but all of them is giving me like a great experience, I would say. And
Yeah.
whatever I am today, I'm just because of those books. Whatever I'm able to do, because a lot of ideas, this
Mm-hmm.
like the idea of having conversations with people I've got from those self-help books like Do Epic Shit by Ankur Wariko. I think if I wouldn't have read that book, I wouldn't have got that idea in my mind that I should also approach people, I should email them like that.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
By the way, I don't like self-help book anymore, but I can understand what you're trying to say. A lot of people in our country, especially in India, they start with self-help. They go on the internet, they find the most popular books, The Psychology of Money, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, or Epic Shit, and they start with it. But I think you know, the experience is different for every person. But I feel like if you are into fiction, if you are reading novels or short stories, fictional stories, then you learn a lot. It's because what happens in self-help books, if you're not applying them in your real life, if you're not doing that work, then after a point it becomes like fake productivity thing. Unless you are doing them in real life, there is no use of it. But what happens with fiction, not only just it improves your language, but also you get to experience different kind of stories from different perspective. So for me,
Yes,
my
sir.
genre is fiction. I enjoy reading it. I'm again, like you mentioned that you are exploring. I'm still exploring what kind of genre I enjoy most. But at the moment, fiction is my thing. I love reading those books.
Yes, sir. I think I've also read one book by Rushdie Bond. It is a story book that I love the most. Yes, you said it right that story books or fictional books help us build our vocabulary, and because they have easy language. And when it comes to self-help books, they have that such a sophisticated vocabulary, and it's hard to even understand. And I think sometimes it gets bored and monotonous to read those books. You have to just keep going yourself with those books. And when
Understandable.
it comes to fictional books, it's quite interesting. Once you start reading the story, you will finish that story, and
Yeah.
before that, you cannot stop yourself reading that book.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's why I think that people should start with fiction because you get into the story, you enjoy reading it, and then you don't have to force yourself, and eventually you will start loving this habit of reading also. Then you can start exploring difficult books and whatever non-fiction things you are interested in. So, yeah, again, I'm not going to force my ideology on others, but this is just my personal experience and my personal opinion that people should read more fictional books.
Yes, what I think that they should explore. They can explore like what
Yeah.
is best for them instead of just
Sticking to one
just
genre.
taking ad yes sir,
Hmm.
taking
Yeah, yeah.
advices from others and going for that.
100%.
Yes sir.
All right, Pooja, before we wrap up our session, is there anything that you'd like to ask or add in, for our viewers?
um Although I don't have anything, like I'm still struggling to ask questions. I'm learning how to ask questions,
Hmm.
and I think, this is the thing that makes me nervous. But yes, if you have any advice for me, like what should I improve, uh, that is it.
What can I
And
advise you? You
for
are
your
already speaking quite fluently. Just learn to ask questions. That's one single advice I can give you. Because I see with a lot of beginners, they struggle to ask questions. I don't know why. For me, asking questions has always been easy. I don't know whether it is because of my teacher or my environment, but when I was in class 11th, my teacher always encouraged me, especially during my literature class or my spoken English classes. He told me to ask a lot of questions. So I think this habit comes from there, and I always tell my students or whoever is talking to me that asking question is part of your communication skills. It's not that you always have to answer, and this is one misconception I have seen over and over all the time. Like with every conversation, people wait that Roshan is host, or even with other YouTubers, I have seen that people make it quite awkward. That if the host is not asking questions, they stay silent. They wait for its turn, for their turn. That I will get a question, I'll respond to it. So I get this point also. Like when you are a guest on a different channel or on a podcast, then obviously host is going to ask questions to you. But if you listen carefully, if you want to have a good conversation, if you want to have a deep conversation, then you must learn how to ask questions.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But with me, it's different. When it comes to asking question in between the conversation, if I got chance, then I would be able to ask questions. I can flawlessly ask questions. But if
Hmm.
when it comes to asking questions at the end, I get like I feel jittery, and I it's quite and like a very
Anxious.
tough
You
moment for
don't know
me to
how
ask
to
questions.
Ye- I get it.
Yes,
I
sir.
get it. So
But
I think
yes, I'm still learning, sir.
you should have mentioned it. We could have I could have let you ask question in the middle of it. Our session.
Yes, sir. Next time I would learn definitely. Yes, sir. I think
Yeah.
it's all about learning and growing.
Yeah, yeah. Obviously, it's all about
Yes,
learning.
sir.
All
Yes,
right,
sir.
Pooja.
And yes, sir. Thank you so much. It was insightful conversation that I had with you. And thank you so much again for giving me this opportunity to have this wonderful conversation with you. Yes, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you, sir.